Nobody really talks about how hard it is to go from being a successful business owner to grieving the loss of my mother to then having to surrender my business to God. And if you're watching this, you might be in a season where God has asked you to lay something down for Him. Something that was finally thriving in your life. And maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a business. Maybe it's something that you prayed for that God gave you. And now you're in a place of confusion. You're even asking, why, Lord? Like, why do I have to do this? Wondering what you're supposed to do next. The hopelessness, the despair may set in. But the reality is that obedience can be costly. That's exactly how I felt. I built a business from scratch, a 6-figure business, and I walked away from my job. I watched this business grow. God's hand was on it. But in the middle of personal loss, I knew that I needed a space to heal. And I knew the business I built would eventually need to be surrendered in obedience to God. And I didn't understand why. The only words that I held on to were the word in John 13:7, which says that you do not realize now what I'm doing, but later you will understand. Here's what I know now. God wasn't taking something from me. He was tending to something in me. Grief required me to step back, to heal and be restored. He wasn't only interested in what I had built before. He was forming the woman who would build what comes next. This is where I am now. I went back to a job, and yes, I'm also a business coach, building, rebranding, and becoming. And this is exactly where God is doing His work in me. You're in a season of surrender. I want to encourage you. God hasn't changed His mind about you. What feels like loss to you is actually the soil God will use to prepare you for what is next.